Just a man on a mission, ambition to never fail. Personality electric, he is animated male. Intelligent and wise, calm and often cool. Chris James giving opinions while also speaking the truth. Empathy and compassion, Stephen Michael is here. Helping you through your traumas, helping you with your fears. These three forces combine and keep it honest. Turn up the volume, cause this is the application of knowledge.
Stephen Michael, how are you?
First of all, welcome to People.
I am. How are you, Stephen? How's your energy, Stephen? How's your energy, Stephen?
What's going on? My name is Stephen Michael, and I am feeling real good, man.
Your energy's feeling really good. If you had to close your eyes right now and envision light and energy flowing into you, what color are you feeling?
First thing I saw was red.
Red. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
I didn't even have to close my eyes. It's purple.
Oh man.
That's just a default. That's a default color.
Is it a default?
Your favorite color is purple. You didn't actually check. You just went with your default.
Oh, I thought it was
my default is blue, but that's not what I felt. As soon as he asked me, I felt red.
Okay, it's orange. Okay, it was orange.
Orange? You feel orange?
It was orange.
So, Chris James, how's your energy? How you feeling today?
I'm feeling real orange today.
You feeling orange? Oh, man.
Skin tones orange.
We are the Application Knowledge Podcast. We got red, orange, and yellow. We in this piece, baby.
Are you yellow?
I'm yellow, man.
Red has a range of symbolic meanings through many different cultures, including health, life, vigor, war, courage, anger, love, and religious fervor. I'm feeling passionate, baby.
All right, look, check him out. Okay. He orange.
How are you feeling?
He's yellow.
Oh, you said yellow?
Yeah. You spit orange.
Wow.
Right,
and you gonna call him out on it?
Of course.
Have you never misclicked?
Okay. All right. Nah, purposely.
Orange is associated with the meanings of joy, warmth, heat, sunshine, enthusiasm, creativity, success, encouragement, change, determination, health, stimulation, happiness, fun, enjoyment, balance, sexuality, sexual, freedom of expression, and fascination.
Okay,
that's pretty accurate.
Let's see how I'm feeling, baby. Come on, my turn.
Yellow is associated with sun. It symbolizes optimism, energy, joy, happiness, and friendship.
Hey, friendship.
I guess that's all pretty accurate, huh?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, man, we out here, baby. Yellow, orange, and red gang. You know what I mean? Looking like some popsicles.
Yellow, orange.
Looking like some popsicles,
That's
baby.
not the popsicle color I would have taken, though. So my natural default is blue.
Orange is trifling. Was orange always the nastiest popsicle?
I did not like orange.
I never got orange.
Yeah. Like, orange would always be the last one. Like, bro, like, orange?
I would do either red or purple.
I like that.
Red or purple.
I rock with the orange, and I rock with the orange starburst, too.
Orange Starburst is my favorite. Orange Starburst is my favorite.
What? A lot of people didn't like orange starburst.
I don't dislike orange, but orange and yellow would always be the last.
Yellow was probably the least favorite for me.
Yeah. I mean, of course, my favorite is going to be red or
pink.
I mean, pink is the number one.
Mine was red, orange, and then the pink.
Really?
Wow, you put orange.
So you know what? They have the opposite spectrum. There is red and I think red and orange.
I think red and pink.
Is it red and pink?
They have like the bag just by themselves.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, because they have pink alone, and then I thought they had like red.
I think those are like the two favorite.
Yeah.
So they make those. They have bags with just
whole bag. That kind of messes the whole game up, though, doesn't it?
Nah, you get what you want. Because I would rather have Starburst without the yellow.
Yeah.
The yellow is the most trifling.
What's the point?
100%. But all the other colors, like. It's just kind of like listening to your favorite rapper or your favorite artist, and it's just them on the whole album. No samples, no collaborations, no nothing.
Playlist?
No, I'm saying a red Starburst package is like just listening. Even your favorite artist, that's it, just them the whole time.
And you can have a good time.
I don't know. I can listen to Luda or M
if I had an album of just Lil Wayne by himself. Bro, I'll be so hyped. So, because back when I used to listen to Lil Wayne Squad Ups, I didn't care about the people like
all these little mixtape people. Like, I don't know who these people are.
No, his background, like his homies, his entraurage. I didn't care about them.
Yeah, of course.
I always waited for Lil Wayne's verse. Always waited for
But that's what's enticing about it is that you got to weed through all the garbage and then you get to that Wayne verse and he come and it's like
it's like you have to watch the trailers before you enjoy the movie.
No, I can watch the movie.
You know what I mean?
I don't know if that's the same, Mel.
I'm good without the trailers. Just give me the movie.
I don't know if that's the same.
Because you're not asking.
An advertisement or a commercial
because
versus.
like, you can look at it like, yes, you like these Starbursts. Okay, but the trailers, you're forced to deal with these things.
No, you're not. You can avoid the other flavors if you want.
Yeah, but
they're still there. You gotta weed them out. You gotta.
If they don't even exist, and you just have exactly what you want, then you should be able to enjoy.
If the other flavors are nasty to you, yes, I understand. I get it, but they're not all nasty.
So you want the option of not having everything that you want in there. You prefer
balance,
that option.
Balance, bro.
Okay,
I'm
so
very big on balance.
Jelly beans.
No, I don't like jelly beans.
Okay, well,
you don't like the
some of them like the pink ones.
Jelly Belly.
The pink ones are okay.
You can't.
No.
You don't like. If you say you don't like all jelly beans, you're saying that you don't like the texture or something about them.
No, I mean they're cool, but it's not like the candy that I'm like. Yo,
no, you need Jelly Bellies.
I'm thinking about jelly beans, and I'm thinking about like black and purple jelly beans, which I absolutely detest.
With licorice tasting ones?
Yes. And
that's not a good flavor.
It's not.
Why do they keep making licorice candy?
But I don't know.
Some people like
that.
How many?
It's a small. It's a
out of 100 people, how many like black licorice?
Probably.
This lady that I work with,
10.
You think 10%?
This lady that I work with actually enjoys black jelly beans and black licorice. I'm just
and it makes your mouth look real.
I've only met a couple people that maybe 10 is high.
Who likes that?
Okay, in the comment section, in the comment section,
like, who would be like, forget
give me the black jelly
forget
beans.
Strawberry, forget any kind of berry, watermelon, whatever. Forget that. Let me get that licorice.
No, not just licorice. Black licorice.
Black licorice.
Because licorice, I can even eat like.
That?
I don't prefer Twizzlers, which are licorice, right?
Right.
Twizzlers.
Licorice. It's a licorice.
I was thinking of Twix.
I haven't even had Twizzlers in years, but so I can eat Twizzlers, but black Twizzlers, which is black licorice, don't even.
That stuff makes my stomach.
I can't even tell you the last time I even had it.
All right, who in the comment section likes black licorice?
Thinking about that makes my.
I want to know.
Black licorice, jelly beans, black licorice, Twizzlers.
Black licorice.
Who literally just like, oh yeah, I like them. Give me them.
That's trifling.
I've had people say,
like,
give me those.
It's like double apple hookah. It's actually a popular flavor. Double apple. Double apple is a flavor.
It sounds like a good flavor.
It sounds like but it tastes like black licorice. Apparently, I think.
What?
I think I might have had it. I don't remember.
Who would do that?
It's pretty popular flavor.
How dare you do that to the apple? Double apple, but it tastes like black licorice. That's bull.
Because double apple should be like maybe like sour apple.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Apple it up, double it up.
Licorice is
Mel's stomach is churning while we talk about it.
Yeah, I don't know. Licorice is just trifling. Like
just a trifling.
Yeah, it's not one of my favorite candies at all.
Mel, did you ever? So in Cincinnati, we used to go to the downtown and go to the candy store, like downtown. Did you eat the Fruities? Like they were penny candy. So they're like
I'm about to say he had to have Fruities.
Like Tootsie Rolls, but they were the fruit flavored ones. Yeah. Did you like those?
Yeah.
Okay.
Red, purple, blue, green. All those were good.
Those are all fire.
They didn't have a bad flavor.
We used to. I don't know if this is just an us thing or people.
I never liked Tootsie Rolls though.
Nah, Tootsie Rolls, they're okay.
No, I never enjoyed those. I remember we used to go Halloween trick-or-treating. All they gave us was Tootsie Rolls.
Because they were cheap.
I'm just like, oh my gosh, a bag full of Tootsie Rolls.
There you go. There's some Tootsie Rolls. I'm like, bro, for real? You for real gave me Tootsie Rolls?
Like, that would be the bulk of the candy. I'd be like, man, I don't fucking like these Tootsie Rolls, man.
You
should have flipped it. There was like those red and blue ones or whatever.
Fruities. Yeah, but they weren't.
No.
They were
because they got to go downtown. They got to go out their way to get those.
Right. So we would on trips take the Tootsie Rolls and we'd open them up. Or not Tootsie Rolls. Let me not do Fruities like that. We would open the Fruities and then we would put them in plastic baggies. I need some too. And we'd probably do 20, 30 of them. A lot. And we'd literally make these balls of just fruity candy. And then we would take them out.
You would make balls of fruity candy?
Why don't pause.
No, I'm not pausing you. I'm trying to clarify.
Yes. So we would take the Fruities, put them in sandwich bags, and then create a ball. And then we would lick and eat the ball on like trips as children.
You would lick it like a sucker?
Almost, but I mean, it was just a ball. Like, or we'd bite into it, and then
that's like eating like Play-Doh.
We were children. You didn't. That's all I'm asking. Like, maybe this is just an us thing.
That's y'all. I'm doing that.
Chris, you remember that, right?
That weird monkey.
Chris. Oh, wow. We were children.
Like you
might have did that. I wasn't making balls and licking them and eating balls.
Wow.
Steve was like. Steve was making them balls.
We were children.
Hey man, whatever you like to do.
I do remember. I remember.
Okay. Stop trying to play.
We would. What we did do though, and I don't know, Steve, if you're even old enough to remember this. Before we would go to the pool,
we're the same age.
We would take. No, we're not.
We're like a year and a half apart. But I may not remember it. But it has nothing to do with my age. But
all right. So But we would take the Wonder Bread, and I cut the edges off of mine. You cut the edges off of it, and you just ball it up into a ball.
At the pool?
Yeah, we would eat it. We would eat it and take it to the pool, or we would eat it on the way to the pool. This is back in Maryland.
Oh, so I don't remember going to the pool. I remember sneaking bread that way in the middle of the night.
Hold on, how'd you sneak bread?
That way.
How was that way?
Why you gonna make me sound gay?
No, I don't know. How do you sneak?
I would go downstairs in the middle of the night, right, and then I'd take bread out of the bag and tie it back up, spin the bag, put the twisted tie back on it, and then I would usually get like a slice of American cheese.
Hold on, why are you sneaking bread?
Well,
because we lived with. Oh, I was about to say something. We lived with someone who was very strict about. Go to bed. Don't be roaming around. Little children, they like to get up and.
Right. You can't, you know what I'm saying? After you eat, see, this is how our world is different now. So we grew up where after you eat, the kitchen is closed. Right. So the
studio.
Yeah. You know what? Actually, you may not have grown up like that.
Nah, man.
That's so crazy. Like we grew up where at a certain point, like our mom or whatever would make dinner. We would eat dinner. After dinner, the kitchen was closed. You were no longer allowed to eat anything, even if you were hungry.
I guess that makes sense.
It makes sense to a.
I mean, like, because you only can afford so much, between so many kids.
That could definitely be it. But I can also see how this would create as a child a sense of food and almost food addiction or issues with food.
Or wanting food, because a lot of times when you have something that especially when you're younger, they say you can't have something, you're more enticed and more motivated to try that. So yeah, I guess that could, there could be a link there. There's a connection, an emotional connection there.
I'm definitely sitting here thinking like,
sorry.
I don't know if that was a sneeze or he was blowing something off the table. So I'm sitting here just like putting those pieces together, and I'm like, the crazy thing is that I remember doing this years ago. I mean, even now, like I'll almost sneak. Like, I'm a grown man. Why do I feel like I'm sneaking to get something to eat in the middle of the night? You know what I mean? Like, and it's just like, that's something I did as a child. And you know what I mean? Like, you continue to do certain things, and I did it because I wasn't allowed to. I was told, you can't have this. The kitchen's closed.
Damn. They closed it.
That's crazy. You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, I've talked about this. I don't know if we talked about it on here, but
we definitely have. We ain't talked
I've talked about how I basically developed a weird relationship with food because we were told we had to clean our plates. So, obviously, growing up at one point, it's 5 of us were with our mom only at one point, but mostly it was usually 2, between 3 and 4. And especially with my mom, she didn't really have that much money, so we couldn't waste food. Period. That wasn't it. I would watch people on TV scraping their food in the trash and stuff,
man.
and I'm like,
wait,
what is that?
Y'all do that?
Like, that's a thing?
Yeah.
So, because of that, I had to, that's something I had to deal with later on. I mean, really, just recently, I started identifying this because I would overeat because I had whatever was put on my plate, even especially because when you change your diet and your habits and stuff, your stomach shrinks. But when you go to restaurants in America, they're still American-sized portions. Mm-hmm. So when I get that, I eat it because I was just trained to do that. And it wasn't obviously instilled in me to be a bad thing, but the outcome,
unintended consequence.
Yep.
I can actually, knowing you all. I mean, I told Steven this, that that you all have a way when you have some kind of.
We all do.
Yeah.
Don't try to play us.
No.
But you can see it because you see it in both of us.
No, it's not just you; it's John as well.
Well, all three of us. I mean, so I'm saying it's easy to put pieces of the puzzle together.
Yeah, I can see how it would. Y'all had some kind of a relationship with it in the past, and it affected you. Because I see things, I'm just like, okay, you hear me? Or I'm like, okay. It's just the way you all are when it comes to like certain things, especially like treats or desserts or some shit. Y'all motherfuckers. I mean, like, man, like he's always like, yo, let me get one of them.
The good thing about Chris though, and I will always give him kudos for this because I'm not there yet, is that he understands that, and he will make things himself. So he wasn't like, well, because I know Chris's thing, he used to be ice cream. Like, that was oh my God. This dude was Mr. Ice Cream. So it wasn't.
Which makes sense why he's always making ice cream.
There you go. So it wasn't just like, well, let me just remove something that I actually love. Like, maybe it was the coldness. Maybe it was something there was something in it that he loved. So it was like, let's just not just remove this. How can I make this better? Right? How can I make this a healthier alternative? So he now makes his own ice cream. And it's.
Oh, great. It's infinitely better.
It's good for you.
It's
good for you. Like, it tastes good.
It's basically food.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Versus just a whole bunch of chemicals. And it's because I started thinking, I'm like, man, it's just iced cream. So all we got to do is find the cream. That's it. Like, that's the goal. And also getting the freezing when it freeze, it would freeze too hard. I had to figure out, so I got these special. I mean, I went hard. Yeah. Mel knows, like, you were here the whole time.
He was like, "Yo, come taste this." I'm like, "Come on, man."
This guy would send me texts like weird times, like, "Hey, man, I'm perfecting my ice cream recipe." Like, Chris, I don't even live in the same area as you. Like, I don't know what. Great, sounds good. I'll taste it one day, right? Like, he would just be so excited. Hey, man, I'm getting this ice cream down, man. Can't wait, But
the funny thing is, it's like, you all are like, at least this is how I view it. You all have like a super trait. Like, you all have a super trait, like Jonathan has it. I haven't been around Isaiah. Well, actually, music. He sells that music, but you all have a trait within you all that exceeds the normal capability of someone. So like,
I don't know if this is a good thing or a bad thing.
No, it's like, for instance, like when he's studying health or he's studying something that he's really passionate about, it's like it's very noticeable that he knows what he's talking about. And the same thing with you. It's like when you're communicating with people, it's like you grasp people's attention and they're drawn to what you're saying because you have like an emotional connection to what you're saying. And a lot of your experiences and a lot of those traits, I look at them like I'm admiring. Like, yeah, these are my dudes. They exceed, like, you have a higher expectation of them when they're speaking or when they're talking to someone about their emotions, and like you all excel at that. So to me, it's so visible. So like I see that when you all care about something or something that's important, you all go the extra mile, and it's beyond the normal capacity that just people would do in life. So I was just like, man, these guys got these super abilities, man. And you all are like super into caring about what you're saying and actually having some thought behind everything that you do. Every one of you all do that. Jonathan as well. all of y'all do that. So I'm just like, yes, y'all have these things, but like, it's
got some weird things, but you got some really good things too.
It's an ability, man. So like, I sit back and it's like, man, I don't even know if y'all realize how incredible like these abilities that I see that you all are. It's like, man, these cats are so much better than you all realize, you know, or at least that's how you know, and me feeling that and thinking that, I know like other people who don't know you on a personal level, they feel that and they're drawn to it, you know. So that's why like you all are exactly where you are, you know, as far as gathering these groups of people and connecting them and changing people's lives. Because like you're literally changing people's lives right now.
Hey man, you got me.
You're literally changing people's lives right now.
Got me tearing up a little bit, man.
You know what I mean?
I appreciate that.
Oh no tears up, man. You know what I mean? But it's just like I see it as like a superpower, man. It's like an ability, man. So I don't know, man. I don't know where I started going with that.
I don't either, but I appreciate it.
Yeah, I appreciate it. It was definitely a left turn at Albuquerque, but I appreciate it, man.
Because I see it and I grow up with it, man. It's just the different thoughts. Like when you were talking about coming down here, I was like, oh, this would be perfect. It'll be so perfect because everything that like, cause me and Chris, when we're just brainstorming different things, like yes, we bounce off one another, and it's always great to be around that energy. And then how you were when we used to be in New York, you were a really good salesman. Like you could talk to people, like you can talk to anyone. You know, you just have like that welcoming personality that people can just open up to. And so I'm like, man, this is like him in our environment, especially what we do to help people. I'm like, man, this dude would be amazing down here. You know, obviously you had your own little struggles or whatever, but now that you're here, look at this.
Yeah.
Like you're fucking, you know what I mean? It's like you're fucking like blowing.
True.
It's like you're just ascending.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're just ascending. So I look up like, yes, I knew this. You know, and this was me having just that encounter that I had with you when we was living in New York and all that. Based on, I'm just like, oh yeah, he'll flourish because I know the lineage and where the mindset is and how you are when you're around people who want to do great. You know what I mean? So I see all this. I'm like, man, I wonder if he sees how great he is, man. But obviously you're here and we're going up, man. So shit, it's like it's all happening. So I'm getting excited from it, man. You know what I mean?
I mean, I appreciate that, man. Seriously, I don't think that you don't have
You
any.
had no water.
You literally don't have any.
But yeah, man. I don't know where it's going, but yeah, man.
Sometimes you gotta just let you have good intuition. You feel a lot of stuff, and I think that I needed that today. You know, just I've been putting out a lot recently, and I was I think I said something to Chris, and I think I said something to somebody else. And I'm like, I'm just overwhelmed. You know, I'm just putting out a lot. I have a lot of people that I'm working with. Just did this event yesterday, and it was a lot putting it together. And just in general, I got stuff coming up. I was overwhelmed, and I just.
Did you go anywhere last night, or you just stayed in?
No.
Cause like I've noticed you're the light was dark in your room early. Were you asleep?
Bruh, I was out skating yesterday. Well, I was up, so I got up in the morning. I did the meditation. I did the guided meditation with the group, and then I had the skating event. And we were literally outside from like 11 o'clock. I think I got home around 5. So we were outside skating for like 4 hours in full costumes, you know what I mean?
Like the bubble outfits, right?
Bro, the inflatables, man.
Don't the air doesn't flow in there?
It does. So they're not as, because people think, oh my God, you're probably burning up, and it's not like physically heat, because you have to imagine you're technically shaded, right? Because you're wearing something and it's not on your skin, so you're technically shaded, and there's a fan that's moving air consistently inside. So there is a level of whatever.
Oh, so
but
they have a fan blowing on.
That's how it stays open or inflated.
Okay.
So the fan constantly blows in and it keeps it blowed up. So you're shaded inside as well as the fan, but the issue is that it's almost like wearing one of them like sauna belts. So you're gonna sweat,
Right.
So you sweat a lot, but you're not like high. It was like 90 degrees yesterday.
Yeah, it was like it was.
So it was
good,
I mean, so you sweat, and we're skating like we were going hard. And when I was coming back, like it was rough because there's a lot of people that we're all different levels of skate. And you can have people that skate indoors really well, and they're not used to skating outdoors. Mm-hmm. So there's rocks, there's curbs, there's, the uneven terrain. Yeah. So I was helping a lot of people get off curbs and cross streets. I'm stopping traffic. I'm in the whole bus.
Of course you are.
I mean, that's what I do, right? I mean,
of course you are.
You should bring a whistle.
You know what I mean? Like I was Buzz Lightyear. You know what I'm saying? We talk about Disney's supposed to be canceled right now, but you know what I'm saying? Kicking up.
Disney's supposed to be.
Oh yeah, you don't know?
No, I ain't heard nothing.
Why is Disney supposed to be canceled?
I don't think people know yet.
I mean, I'm not surprised.
It's starting to pick up traction.
It's starting to come out that they're evil.
In certain circles. It is. They're becoming. Their name is getting out there. Like, well, we ain't messing with Disney. We can talk about that if you want. But yeah, in general, we are. It was interesting because some people were like, "Oh, Buzz Lightyear, Disney." Supposed to be canceled, but then a lot of people. I got a lot of children. That were just like, oh my God, Buzz, and it was just
Black Buzz,
right? Black Buzz with the dreads. Like Corey, he called me because you're looking at Cuz Lightyear out there. So that was really cool.
Corey Weaverton.
That was really cool being able to go out and I was crossing a street and this kid was with his parents and they were on the other side of the street. And he yelled over. He was like literally, you heard him. Oh my God, Buzz! And then, I just made my voice like really deep, really loud. I was like, Buzz Lightyear to the rescue! And then he just was like, and then there was this girl standing next to him, and she was like, that was so cool how you did that, and it just, it just made his day. Like you could just tell.
He got.
Wow!
I mean, maybe she did. I don't know.
I mean, maybe she did.
It's very possible. It's very possible.
But I don't think that was an unintended consequence because it was already hot outside. So, but yeah, it was really cool, and I love doing things in that way, and I think it really goes with my personality. The costume is big. I'm big. As Mel said, I talk, I communicate, I command attention. Don't do it intentionally. It's just, it is what it is. So, it was really cool.
I think it's great that you get an opportunity to get a little bit of my weight because it's gonna temper you for growth in the future. Mm-hmm. Like everything you're talking about now, all I'm just thinking is, okay, he's moving into my arena.
Yeah, and where we are, you have been going through that process much longer. Mm-hmm. And because you were the one blazing the trail, right? You're going to hit bumps in that road. They're going to slow you down and you're going to have to figure out a way to get over them and then you move forward. Well, because you blazed that trail in a sense, I'm just walking the road much easier. But because I'm moving through that faster, I'll also get overwhelmed.
It presents a different set of challenges.
Exactly.
Yeah,
so it's me understanding that, and which is actually very interesting, and then understanding how to navigate that and find my way. And that's what I told you the other day. I was like, yeah, man, I can't take any more people. I gotta get what I got off my plate. I got stuff coming. I'm just like, it's a lot. So I'm learning. It's a process.
Yeah, but I'm excited, man, because I've been needing that, man. I need somebody to take up the arms for me. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, man, I'm working.
Just in general, I've always said I never want to be the head of the snake. So they're all even though I'm Chris James, there has to be somebody who can I mean, I'm not saying if I'm not here anymore, but I'm just saying like there has to be somebody who can fill them shoes to a degree.
I mean, I've been heavy in that 21, man.
I know. Trust me. I mean, you already know. I know.
Yeah, and that's been part of my overwhelmness too, because I've been doing the the small calls for them, and they just reach out just in general, right? I've been doing the meditations on the weekends. It's a lot, and it's okay, right? It's not like that's part of it.
Yeah.
And I understand that, but also it just is like. I'm definitely happy for us moving into the next phase, if that makes sense. Because it takes a little bit of pressure off of me. I have some people that have just ended, their coaching packages, and so just being able to take that little bit of a break is a part of self-care, and
for sure.
It's not always about like people. We talk about like grinding and always on the hustle, trying to get money. And it's like, bro, like some people you're out there giving 50%, you're still getting money, but you're only at 50%.
Right.
Like at some point you have to then, pull back and just make sure you take care of you and bring yourself back up a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, dude, trust me. I'm happy because you've kind of taken quite a bit of load off of me. I'm able to look at the future and we're doing our roadmap, and me and Mel got different projects that we've been working on that just have been needing to get completed.
Yeah.
And I've been able to. I almost pretty much eliminated my consultations. I get 1 or 2 a week, maybe.
Really?
I had to.
Okay.
So my time and focus is more on number one, managing our team, but also new stuff, new ideas, new projects that have been sitting on hold. Finally getting that cookbook finished, and you know what I mean, stuff like that.
I saw you put out a burrito.
I did that.
That was old. Mm-hmm. Somebody posted it.
Is that the recipe you stole from?
Wow. Why would you? What would make you think that he stole that?
Yeah, I'm talking about the. Remember that something that we knew was like you took this.
Oh no! No, that girl, she crazy. That girl is crazy.
It looked real good.
Yeah.
It was a what was it called? Because somebody just posted it. You didn't see it?
The grilled stuffed burrito.
Yeah. The super healthy grilled stuffed burritos, like quinoa in it and some other stuff. And I'm like, and I saw it, and I know how you be cooking, man. There's something about the way that you season. I need to learn that. When I learn how to season the way you do,
I can tell you.
No. MSG.
Oh nah.
Monosodium glutamate, whatever it is.
That right there.
No, it's more. He's
like,
it ain't.
Look, you see Chris, he said.
You trying to play me, man.
You trying to play me, and you've said that too before.
I didn't know.
That is a secret recipe. That's like the SpongeBob. What's that? The plankton,
the Krabby Patties.
Yeah, it is. But this is literally.
It's not everything.
This is literally like 3 months old.
I've tasted
the first time that I ever started using
Krabby
it.
Patty.
Yeah.
And Steve's, you about to say it, right?
What is the crab? What is it? Chemical.
What? There's something there. You actually figured there's something.
No, there's a special.
This is a real thing
in the Krabby Patties.
Yeah,
it's like the.
It's probably MSG.
Especially if you think about the time frame.
Seriously, talking about a secret. It's a secret recipe.
Yeah, they got a secret ingredient.
MSG.
It's flavor enhanced.
Oh shit! Krabby Patty has something in it. That's what. Oh shit.
Yeah,
crusty. And Mr. Krabs be on a swindle.
He be definitely be on a swindle. He's cheap.
Yeah,
he is Mr.
So obviously he would have a secret ingredient in there, so he can get more customers. That's why Plankton wants to get that secret ingredient.
Yeah,
like no one is fighting over a secret ingredient, or are they? Do you think McDonald's has a secret ingredient that makes people?
I'm sure they have.
Do you think each restaurant has like a secret ingredient?
Everybody knows about them.
That they have.
McDonald's had their Mac sauce.
Mac sauce,
right? So then they realized it was basically Thousand Island. Mm-hmm. And then you have KFC, who had their spices, their spice mix.
38.
It was I was like 9.
Is it 9?
For Dr. Pepper.
Oh, maybe that's Dr. Pepper.
It's KFC.
I know, but like
Dr. Pepper's got 38.
I don't. You talking about Dr. Pepper?
Dr. Pepper has like
know.
38 spices and stuff.
38. Dr. Pepper's a drink, so not spices, ingredients.
No, spice. They'll
Dr.
use spices.
Pepper?
Yeah, they use
Dr.
spices
Pepper,
in
that's
it.
it.
They were using spices?
30. Why you say it like that?
Because spices
They will,
are like,
yeah, they
Using
will.
spices?
They will use
surprised.
spices and stuff in drinks.
I'm talking. Okay, well, I'm talking about KFC.
Think about a spiced rum.
So then KFC, when in the
used to work
internet
at
era,
KFC.
did you?
Yeah.
When they okay, let me ask you a question.
oh,
I used to work at Taco Bell. 2 days, I quit.
I'm about to say, I don't
Two
remember that.
days?
Yeah, it was the only
2 days? What the hell?
only job I've ever like quit like that. I said I'm not coming back here.
And-
Oh, that was in Cincinnati.
It
Why
was.
was it?
Because he brought it home one time.
Bro, I said I don't know. I said this isn't for me.
This is trash.
I can't do this.
This is
It
absolute
was
trash.
weird hours. I mean, I had bad management. I was there for 2 days. I don't barely remember it.
Damn.
It was in Cincinnati, up off of
Ridge.
Ridge. Yeah,
My dude gave me 2 days.
Ridge,
Like, I'm
right
good.
across from the.
I think that was Value City.
Golden
Used to
Corral.
be over there.
Yes. Yep.
Damn,
2 days.
2 days. I used to work at. Well, I worked at a lot. Was that your only fast food restaurant?
Technically, I
You
worked
did
at a sub
Papriotti's.
shop. Well, I've worked at 2 sub shops prior.
Like Subway?
Yes, but not Subway. They were.
It's subs fast food.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, technically, it would technically be considered fast food. You know what I mean? But when I think of fast food, McDonald's, KFC, Taco Bell. That's to me. But
Well, if they have drive-through, typically I look at it as fast.
okay, so these
Okay.
were like restaurants then,
Yeah.
but they were sub shops. Which
You
I
was a beast at making them subs?
I was.
Oh, yeah, he was-
especially the cheesesteaks.
Yeah, he was a beast at making
I would,
subs.
the special thing, like I chop it up real fine.
Yeah.
Oh,
You know
here
what I'm
we go.
saying? And then you mix the ingredients, chop the ingredients up, so then it all tastes
Uniform.
uniform.
Mm-hmm.
Because so I really dislike when you get a cheesesteak. And number one, it's just this patty, and they just flip it a few times, and they just kind of break it up, and then you get these. One bite is all maybe hot peppers and mushrooms, and the next bite you get all onions. It's like, bro, like mix it all up. You know what I'm saying?
And they're trained to do it properly, but people don't care.
Yeah, people don't care.
They don't care
They
because
got
it's more
training
work.
videos.
You gotta. I mean, I had the 2 spatulas.
You gotta put some care into it. It's like
Yeah,
One Piece.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
Sanji, when you're cooking, you know that he's a good chef because he puts love and care into his food, man. That's exactly how it is.
My first job, man. I was 14 years old, and $5 an hour.
$5?
Sir, I think that's called.
No, it's $5.15, the minimum wage.
No,
That
he was
in
in a
Delaware.
different.
$5 an hour.
Delaware, I thought minimum wage was more because maybe it was later
when I
on.
first started. This was
When you
14
when you
years
first
old.
your first job in life,
First job
14.
ever.
That's childhood
And what
slavery.
were you doing?
Well,
I
was
made
working at,
$5.
Capriotti's. It's a very popular sub shop in Delaware,
Wilmington, Delaware,
and they're spreading.
How long did you stay at that job?
Probably a little bit less than a year.
Okay, but you learned? Did you learn?
Oh man,
learn a lot from
yeah.
that.
The thing about them that made them special is that they used real turkey. Like, so real turkey is in not turkey like slices.
Slices, real
like, we
turkey.
would literally get turkeys, 20-pound whatever turkeys, put them in
And murder them.
Like,
No, they were already
murdered.
murdered.
They were already dead. And then we'd put them in these huge ovens overnight. We'd slow cook them. And then the next day we'd come in, we'd rip it up, you know what I mean?
Humans are such savages.
We really are.
I mean, we really are.
Yeah, we really are.
And then we would cut our own
Savages.
lettuce, our own tomatoes. Like, everything was freshly
Fresh.
made.
Yeah.
So
that was
people-
like
it was a big thing.
It's basically a homemade.
good, though.
It's
Yeah.
basically a homemade sub.
Yeah.
Because what Subway is doing is the complete opposite.
Everything is just bought in.
Everything
and it's processed.
It's processed. It's all completely uniform.
Mm-hmm.
Even the texture is 100% uniform, and it's just blah.
Yeah.
when you were. So, what was your first job? This was 14. At,
My first
working-
job?
I had to get a thing from school.
Like
a
permission?
permit.
Okay.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
when you work at 14, you can't really work like that. I went through Urban League.
Oh, I think
I
I
remember
was
Urban
went through
League.
Urban League,
I went through that too.
and they gave me a permit to work, and I got a job at Kroger, which is
ain't
a
never
grocery
stopped working
store.
The one in Roseland?
I was working before that.
Oh, wow.
High Park.
High Park, okay.
Yeah.
I forgot you used to work at Kroger's. Chris used to be grinding.
Oh yeah, yeah. Like we would make a game out of it. You know what I'm saying? All the dudes that were doing carts, who can push the most carts? Of course you know. You know
I will show you.
Oh man, we would have. We were so dangerous. We would have like 20, 25 carts, Kroger carts.
Yeah, and you know the wheels are messed
to
up
the point because the strap is designed to hold maybe like 13 or something like that. We've had almost double the amount of carts on there, but not even that, because that is just controlling it. That's hard to do. But then the strength it takes to push them.
Yeah,
we was out there just getting it in.
They got
I know the managers was like, yeah, go ahead, give it up.
They didn't see us. The managers didn't see us.
Now they have the little
machines.
Like people are talking about a strap. What you talking about,
bro? It's so crazy how different the world is, and like when you see baggers nowadays, and I'm not trying to play them.
Baggers,
people who bag. I mean, most people are bagging their own stuff.
Whole Foods. Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah.
But Mel said that ain't my job. but when you just look at grocery stores and the baggers and the people who get the carts, the energy is completely different.
Yeah.
It is complete. Like we used to actually enjoy it. We had fun, you know. But they just be out there just.
Yeah, real talk.
The culture is so different.
Yeah. I mean, think about it. Like, if the minimum wage has changed this much, like in some places now, like top tier, you're talking about $15. But I mean, $5 an hour at that time, $5 can get me a lot. Like I could do. I was going to the sale, you know, with our grandpa, and we would get. I mean, $5.
Sale.
That's what we called it. That's what we called it. It was the auction. Okay. So they were basically
it's a flea market.
Flea market, yeah. Okay. So like a farmer's market, a flea market.
Oh, I loved that place.
And you could go,
treasure
and people
trove.
were selling, you know, you'll sell knockoff clothes or whatever, and I can go in there with $20, $30.
It's like, the black market or something.
It is. I mean, it's basically the black market, yeah.
I mean, you can go in there with $20, $30 and leave with so much stuff. And I was making $5 an hour. I was balling.
On the street with jackets. Be like,
I was one of the only kids in my high school with a cell phone. Like they're like, how do you have a cell phone?
High roller.
I was working.
Yeah, man.
Like I went and I had a job. You know what I'm saying? I was out there.
Steve saw Big Bro out there. Steve said, "I'm gonna get that."
I said, "Man, I'm gonna go ahead and get this money."
Oh, he saw you, and it was like,
"That's always had money."
I always had money.
I said, "Man, hold on a second. I want money too."
Since we were children, I remember, you know what I mean. My grandma's house. That's probably 4th grade, and I mean, we would go get Jolly Ranchers and stuff. I always had money.
Yeah.
Did y'all ever like shovel snow in the winter?
Oh,
everything.
Bro, we was
everything.
hustling.
Raking up leaves
Dude,
in the fall.
we did.
Do you remember? Because you talked about the first job, but I've been grinding. So you remember the Olympia Club from Burger King? This is back in Pennsylvania. You would have been like in kindergarten or something.
Bruh,
but I recruited Steve. Listen,
here we go. This is where my sales training starts.
I have literally been the same since day one. Like if you look at my lineage, but or my history. But yeah, I recruited Steve, and we would go door to door with these little cards that, you know, and brochures, and be like, "Hey, we're with the Burger King Olympia Club. We're getting Christmas cards and cookies and almonds and da 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 da." And people would buy. And my goal was to get a Super Nintendo. You had to earn enough points to get a Super Nintendo.
I couldn't even imagine what that would take.
An enormous amount of points.
just like
an ungodly amount of points. But the part that was messed up about it, and this happens to me every time when I'm dealing with my parents, I earned all of these points and I lost them because we moved. And back then there was no email, there was no cell phones, there wasn't. So like I just lost all my points because I was close to getting the Super Nintendo.
How'd you lose them when you moved?
Because everything's through snail mail.
Okay.
Yeah.
And my parents didn't care about that little Olympia Club Chris is doing. They don't care about the amount of work I put. I basically just got nothing out of it. Steve got nothing either.
Out there, I don't remember this at all. First of all,
it's better that way.
But
it's probably a trauma.
It's probably traumatized them.
Probably is.
We were on a country road.
Look at this.
It was a country road. So if you know country roads, the houses are spaced out. They're not just. and we were walking that thing.
Look at that.
On a.
It sounds like New York. It sounds like y'all.
It was exactly.
Chris has been out there
knocking
prostituting me for years.
Yeah,
I didn't even realize it. Yeah, I recruited Steve because I know you just talked about me being able to talk to people. Yeah, Steve, go up there, talk to them. Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Steve.
Didn't even know where you got that.
I was Olympia Club.
I was in the 3rd grade, so Steve would have been maybe in the 1st.
Bruh, you know the crazy thing is, I was driving back, and there's these kids out there selling candy bars. This is like a few months ago, and they were like, "Hey, we got some candy bars. They're $1." And they were like, would you buy one? And I'm like,
would you buy one?
And I literally took my wallet. I was like, here's $10. Like, give me 2. Just, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It wasn't like, I remember years ago, we would struggle so hard to get adults to buy one simple thing. And then as an adult, I'm like, I mean, bro, like, it's for charity. Whatever. I already know the money's not really going to a good place for the most part. So I'm helping the children because they feel like it's going to, you know what I'm saying? They get prizes or whatever. So I'm supporting them, but it's just like, here's a couple bucks. Like,
bro, when you're broke or when you come from that struggle mentality, everything's too expensive.
Yeah, you're right.
I was thinking about it earlier because I've been promoting the Clean Slate recently from Root. And, I'll see these comments, it's kind of expensive. I'm like, $35 a month is expensive to you? Like, if $35 a month is expensive to you,
hold on. How is it 35?
It's $69, right?
Oh, okay, I got you.
And it lasts 2 months.
I got you. Okay.
So if $35 a month is expensive to you, I hope you don't have any financial goals.
Yeah.
I hope that you're perfectly fine struggling or wherever you're at, because with that mindset, you're never going to be anywhere. Like $35 cannot be too much. I mean, I understand people are on fixed incomes. I get it.
Yeah.
Trust me. We've talked many times about where we came from, but do you want to just stay there? Like, are you just going to die there? You were born there. You lived there as an adult. You're going to die there. Like, I don't promote that at all. And I'm not about to let people be victims. I don't think in America, if you're in India, you're somewhere else, I don't know, the economy's different. But in America, you can make $35 like that.
I mean, yeah, just on accident. I will make, when you get yourself in a certain situation, you'll make money on accident. Like, I didn't even know, like, I got an order the other day and I was just like, I think I actually ran out of that. Forgot to update my, you know what I mean? Like, I guess I'll send you something else. You know what I mean? I just make money on accident.
Most people, the only, I guess the pushback.
Go ahead, give it to me.
That I'll give is if people don't know, they don't know. So, like, it's easy for you to say that.
You hit me with it's easy for you to say.
It's easy for you to say.
We all know we all came from the hood, so,
but it's not about that. It's like, everyone doesn't have the same mentality as him. Everyone doesn't look as an opportunity to grow and to get better because they're not accustomed to that. They have a certain circle of people that they're around because I would say that when I was growing up, I didn't necessarily have someone in my life who was teaching me anything that was different than what they knew. So they're basically handing me down everything that they knew. And that's not instilling in me that drive to go out there and create something of my own and make money on my own. I personally never had that.
Yeah.
And so when, growing through life, I met Chris and all this stuff, there's certain traits that I picked up. It's like, okay, this is different. Or there's different opportunities that were provided to me because I was able to meet someone like that, And not everyone is fortunate enough to meet people who have these aspiring traits to do better in life. They're only seeing people who are in and out of jail. They're only seeing people who are constantly committing crimes. So I would say, because like I even struggle with, some changes that happen in life. simply because of the way I've been conditioned. You know, I'm a little bit more resistant towards things just because of how I'm conditioned. And a lot of people don't have that luxury of just being able to get out of that funk, you know, because they don't have that in their lives.
So then what's the solution? Because I'm solution oriented. So what's the solution? Because it can't just be that.
Well, the solution would be someone in our positions who care about people, who want to see them do better. And I wouldn't necessarily say that they have to come up with a solution, because everyone will find their way. And maybe it takes time, or some things will click and people will see it. But we can influence people who especially people who come from where I come from. I want to influence them to give them a different opportunity to see life on a grander scale. So the only thing that I can contribute is to make a change in something that I believe in. You know,
but I feel like you already do that.
Yes, but I want to do it for just like people who grow up in
go back to the hood, man.
Yes, it's somewhat like, because like I'll see family members or little kids or kids who were little when I was a teenager, and I'm an adult now, and they were where I was at that point in time. I would see them and I'm just like, it's just a cycle. It's literally just a cycle. They're growing up in the same neighborhood where people were getting shot at, the same corner that I used to hang out on, the same street, the same environment. It's all negative. And I'm just like, it's all a cycle. Oh, what happened to him? He's in jail now. Oh, what happened to him? Breaking news. You know, it's literally the exact same cycle. And so I see that and I'll be like, I have to change that, because it's not going to change from the people who allowed this to happen. They're not going to be the ones to change that. So I'm going to be that beacon to at least shine some light, to give them a different opportunity or a different way to look at life. You know, because a lot of people who are stuck in that, because even when I was living in Cincinnati, I never thought outside of Cincinnati. I never thought of living in a different state or even another anything. I was like, just Cincinnati is all I want to go to, you know? Like, the best place that I was thinking in the world is Indian Hills, because that's like the rich part of Cincinnati.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And that's how limited my mindset was.
There's a lot of people like that.
Yeah, especially in Cincinnati.
Yes, and that's why people just stay in their own circle or stay where they're comfortable and don't branch out and want to see more of this world. They're just trapped in that because that's all they freaking know, man.
How many of our friends, like if you really think about it, how many of our friends are still in Cincinnati? Like our old friends?
Bro, I don't see how. Like,
all of them.
I don't see how you can stay there. Like, there's, like, experience the world. Like, there's, like, Cincinnati is such a limiting city, especially where we come from.
Yeah.
Where we come from, though, it's a limiting city. It's just so toxic. The energy is grimy, dark. It's
so
just like
thick, bro.
It doesn't feel it. For me,
I felt it when we went back.
It's thick, man. I've been telling y'all for years. I do not like visiting that place.
It's just for me. It's more like, yes, I see our close friends that we grew up with, that we have love for. You know, just because they are where they are, there's still love. You know, and I believe with every fiber of my being that we have the power. Granted, there's only so much that we can do, but we can still shine some light and it'll change their mind, you know, because I plan on, I'm like, man, I can't wait until I reach a certain point so I can show, like, look, this is what it is.
I mean, but that's what I'm saying though. Like, I don't think that you realize you're already there. Like, you already are a light. How many, I don't want to put all your business out here. You've done some things. You have some things that other people don't. That other people have never experienced. You know what I mean? Like, you think about your daily life. You can wake up and, you know, you walk outside and you get in your car, you drive to the gym. It's all nice. You know what I mean? Like, you already are living a life that shows that, right? So how much more responsible do you feel like you have to be? This really boils down to putting the responsibility on the other person. And they have, as a light, so a siren would be a siren is technically a bad thing. When you talk about a siren was a mythological woman who would basically lure ships onto jagged rocks, and the ships they would get broken up, they destroy themselves. So the siren didn't get everybody, or even a lighthouse only would, direct certain people. So your job is to be a lighthouse in this world, or essentially a siren, right? If you want to look at it that way. And whoever feels like they want to come, they know where to come because you're shining, you're showing. Like, you can't move the lighthouse. You can't. Right, like so. One thing that they teach in AA, right, is attraction rather than promotion, which really hits home for me. Which literally means just live your life the way you should live it. Yeah. So for like in AA, it's like you don't have to go to people and say, "Hey, you should stop drinking because it'll do this for your life." Right? Yeah. That's promotion. And then that is very off-putting. People don't like
to be sold.
Right. Like, I don't want that. So, you just attract. So, I live my life the way I live my life. And people are like, Steven, you're different. You're always traveling. You do this, you do that, And they're like, what is it? Well, you've now activated my trap card, right? So now I got you, right? You've come to me now. So, then I can explain and express the changes that I've made. And I've attracted you to me. So someone has to be willing and open to receive the information that you want to give them. And until that point, like, there's not much you could do. So I think that you're already, like, I see what you're saying, but you're already doing your job. You're doing your part.
I think he's talking more about those who are basically not going to be attracted, and he's just going to be able to grab them and put them places and do things with them to show them things.
I mean, I honestly have a selfish desire to see all of my friends succeed in life.
But
and
even
I want
plucking them,
I want my friends to succeed.
Does plucking them still give them success, though?
Sometimes. Some people have to. Some people don't.
You're talking about if you had Drake money, I don't know, whatever success is, and you're able to literally say, "Hey, you know what? All right, come on, I'm taking you, I'm pulling you out." They're gonna keep their same mindset and everything because this stuff takes time, right? You're talking about literally taking them and saying, "Here you go," and re-implanting them, and then now providing for them, and then having them to then uplift. Is that what we're talking about?
I would say if I had Drake's money or something along that line,
resources in that way,
I would do, I wouldn't just give them money. I would give them an opportunity. And within that opportunity, there would have to be certain, I guess, boundaries or expectations to be set. Like, you need to learn about this first. You need, because you can't just give someone.
Can't they do that now, though?
They can, but they don't necessarily have a motivation because they're comfortable with where they're at and how much they're making. So if they're making $50,000 a year, they're comfortable with that. They're getting by. If I say, okay, I'll give you $150,000 if you stop everything that you're doing right now and focus on learning about health and learning about your body and learning about how you learn, getting, excelling at your traits, basically becoming a better person. So then you can be set up with the mindset to manage this amount of money and to produce more. So first I would help them with their mindset. I would invest in their mindset, because these are my friends.
Yeah.
I see how great they are.
Yeah.
They don't see it. Like, just like most people, they'll look at me and see something or feel something about me that I don't even know, you know? And so it's just like, if I see how great, granted, there's some people you'd be like, nah, it's just not going to happen.
Yeah.
But I can see how great they are because they give attention to this other thing. Like, let's say video games. Yeah. They'll give their attention to this video games. They master it. They become the best at this and all this stuff. because they find an interest towards it, and it's something that they care about, but it's not making them any money, but it's something that they excel at. That's not their only avenue. This is just what they've been doing and they're comfortable doing. If you take that energy and put it towards something that's productive and that'll make you better, they just need motivation behind it. You know, and money is typically the motivation, you know, at the end of the day. So if I can do that, or when I do that, then I'll be able to set up, a system where all my friends are, you know, learning and getting outside their box. But sometimes you need a push. Yeah. Sometimes you're only going to do what you know. And if, you know, for instance, if Chris never, you know, offered that opportunity, hey, you should move to New York or whatever. Yeah. You know, we talk. I remember that we had a talk. We, you know, after the Common concert, then we went to La Rosa's. Then we had a talk. He told me he was moving to New York, and then I was talking like, "What are you doing in here? Are you just working at White Houses right now?" And I was just like, I mean, shit, just like it makes sense. I'm only.
I was showing Chris checks because I don't think I knew you were coming. I don't remember. I just remember showing Chris checks, and I'm like, bro, we're out here getting paid. Like, you don't need to come on. Like,
yeah, I think
you were actually supposed to go to Texas first, right?
Yeah, but by the time I talked to Mel, y'all had already
moved. Okay.
And then that night, because he was already leaving, I think like the next day or next week or so.
Yeah, it's probably like.
And then I went home and I told my mom, I was just like, yo, I'm moving to New York in a few months. I'm moving to New York. I'm saving up, and then I'm moving. And she's like, yeah, right, you ain't moving to that. So I'm like, all right. But I was
and I know she didn't believe you because she had instilled in you that mindset of just be complacent.
Her mindset.
Her mindset.
Which is normal. Whatever.
So she knew you wasn't moving, and she cried like a baby.
Hey man, I missed my plane with my first flight. Yeah, dude.
Oh yeah, because we had to come back and we came and got you separately.
Yeah, I think Tyler.
Yeah, I was there. I was like, who is this hood? Like,
I don't remember you being there.
Yeah, I remember seeing you.
Tyler, me, Steve, Chris. Okay, I guess that would make sense. 4 people.
There's no reason that I would have not been there.
Okay. I know I came in my Dickie outfit.
Right, I'm pretty sure it was all red. All red, yeah.
Like, I was like, what's good?
I know
Tyler was like, who is this? Who is this?
Tyler instantly got uncomfortable.
Who is this ghetto ass dude?
Because that was before he knew you. And when you meet me and Steve, you didn't.
And I had my grills.
Had the grills in. You're not what you would think we would associate with at that time.
Because you gotta imagine, like Tyler grew up. I mean, we're in Delaware, and all the black people were like me. We were all the same.
It was like that's literally like a movie.
That's
that is like a fucking like sitcom movie. You know, like
literally. Like and then Chris was very similar to me because we grew up together, but he was from Cincinnati, so Chris was a little bit more of an edge to him, right? You know what I mean? But I was like Delaware. You know what I mean? I was very Delaware, very vanilla. And so Tyler's used to Steven, which is like, okay, well, this is my boy, right? And we got Chris, which Chris is still Chris, you know what I'm saying? Like, we were all little, you know, right? And then you get Mel, which is like, this guy is hood. Like he's literally from the hood. No joke.
Fresh out. That's
fresh out. He just left. And we're in Long Island, New York.
I'm just like, yo, what the fuck is happening, man?
I mean, our rent was like what, like $4,000 or something crazy. Like what?
It was like $3,000.
Pricey up here, you know. You're adding everything. You know what I'm saying?
That's wild,
bro. We had so many people in that house.
Like 8 people when I first got there. I'm just like,
I was gonna say 8 because we got up to 13. We were double digits.
Yeah, we were at 13 at one point.
Man,
I slept in the basement.
Man, well, we had that basement.
You moved up, right?
We had that basement booked out.
Yeah, I moved up into Steve's old room. You know what I mean?
So the longer your tenure, the longer you stayed there.
I mean, but then you know what I'm saying? You paid, man. Like we had the big couch.
Inflatable bed mattresses.
Man, we was living.
Bro, we were on the grind.
We had a huge
I don't remember where I lived when I first got there. I don't remember where I stayed. All I remember is staying maybe on the couch. Maybe it was on the couch.
Maybe.
And then also upstairs in the room.
I don't remember upstairs. I don't remember what it looks like or anything.
Were you
My room, when you go up, when you go up the stairs, I was to the left.
Okay, because
I don't remember that.
old room, wasn't it?
Possibly.
I was on the first floor.
I remember he was.
No, Tyler was on the first floor.
I was on the first floor.
Tyler was.
In the laundromat?
No, I think that might have been Tyler.
Right.
I was to the right.
Right.
Because we were one of the first ones there.
But remember
and then Jeremy was upstairs too, right?
Remember we recorded Stevie D?
Yeah.
And that was Tyler's room. His was upstairs to the left.
Right. So after they left, maybe I did get.
So I was originally downstairs because Petway was downstairs, and then people left, and then I moved upstairs, and then Tyler was upstairs because Tyler was across from me.
Right.
Okay. So I was upstairs to the right. And I had that big room, those ceilings. We have a picture.
Yeah.
Daniel got that room at one point.
Yeah, he did. I think we moved out or something, or
yeah, a lot of people started moving out.
We used to start moving it out, but then we would still hang out at the house. Tyler was across from me. So yeah.
So when they moved out, I took Steve's old room, and then I think you took Tyler's room.
Maybe so.
Yeah.
And
you were in that room?
My room was because it had a slanted
Yeah,
ceiling.
I don't think I remember that. Where
you
did
were
we
gone.
go?
You lived in an apartment in someone's house in their basement.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I forgot. I did. I
lived in an apartment.
Yes, I went to. Was it Hempstead, Old Hempstead, or I went to the hood? Like I don't remember. I don't even know how this happened. Like
I don't either.
Oh, our offices split. Remember? So we had two offices. There was one in
y'all staying at the hotel,
Bel Air or
the Hojo.
Yeah, the offices split.
Right, Jeremy.
So Jeremy took one with Steve.
And Steve.
Yeah. So then I remember because it was a big deal. Like, yo, bro, you split us up. So we were working for Steve. Y'all were working for Jeremy.
Right.
That's what it was.
It was me and Mel working for Jeremy.
Yeah, and me and Tyler went with Steve Robbins.
Which with Steve Robbins, which is an interesting decision to this very day because
Steve Robbins.
Steve Robbins is out here somewhere.
Is he?
He's from here.
Oh, I forgot we're in Texas. Yeah, man. Maybe
Eric Petway. I saw him
maybe
couple years ago.
I see. I don't think we're friends on Facebook anymore, or maybe we are. He don't. I don't think he posts for us.
I ain't seen nobody. Well, obviously Tyler, but other than that, I ain't.
Kalen's
seen
back too.
I've seen him on like YouTube or Facebook.
I would imagine he's doing something real estate, or he's doing stocks or something.
I think he's doing the same,
some business,
similar. Like,
probably.
Really?
NFT.
He's doing some crypto or something. He's one of the type of
he
dudes.
just stays in the mix.
Yeah.
The funny thing is, he looks much older than what he is. Like
he always has.
He's always looked older.
Yeah, thinking back, like I was only 19 and he was like in his 20s.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
He's younger. He's younger than me.
You're saying like we remember them as older than they, because
it's like teachers. Yeah.
No, Kalen always looked old.
He was old. DJ. I remember DJ wasn't that much older than us. What was he? He had to be mid-20s or something.
I do not remember DJ at all. I don't know if I've seen him.
His was like the Inspector Gadget type thing.
He was tall, slender. Like, you know what? He wasn't coming around very much. He only was around in New York when we first got there because we were building. So by the time you guys got there, we had multiple teams. He wasn't around that much. So that makes sense.
He came down a couple times. I remember he.
Okay, so you did.
DJ did?
Not DJ. Sorry.
Okay.
I was talking about Kalen.
Kalen came on.
Yeah. We went out to New York. I remember someone was they made fun of him because he said he wanted to like get a navigator or something like that. It's like a navigator. Like you want to get a navigator, why don't you just get a Cadillac or something?
Yeah.
And he was feeling like insecure about his choice. He was feeling insecure about choosing the navigator.
Navigator's $100,000 now.
Oh, word?
They got all
That's crazy.
Self-drive. It's just technology. All
It's
they do is add
interesting.
technology into
I mean,
it.
navigators have always been very nice.
Yeah.
It's interesting when
$100,000
you think about Kalen and his bravado and something that small shaking him. It's just an interesting thing. But it's like, he overcompensates.
Yeah. Yeah, he was small.
He was a small guy. Loved Mel. Oh, my God. Loved Mel.
Me. Huh?
Oh, Kaylin loved you. What are you talking about?
Because I was black and I had grills.
Maybe it was something.
Yeah,
maybe he saw your security.
He saw a market that he could explore with you.
Yeah, probably. Like,
Yeah.
We can take him to, what was it?
California. He wanted to take you to Cali.
Oh,
Wow.
Yeah, he wanted to take Mel to Cali. You don't remember?
Nah. I don't remember that.
He was like, yeah, man, would you come out to Cali? You know, the market out there.
That was probably when he was talking about on phones or something. Like probably towards the end.
I don't know.
Maybe he saw something to me that I didn't see.
He saw the opportunity that you could go into Compton and sell phones. That's what he saw, because ain't nobody going in there.
Compton.
Yeah, that's what he saw.
I'm not selling in Compton.
I don't even think that's a thing. I'm sure that's not a thing.
Again,
it wasn't, but there was about to be.
Yeah, we're gonna send him to Compton.
Yeah, we're gonna send him to Compton, and have him go door to door.
Why Compton?
Because they would get bunches, like in markets they would get bunches of, how did we get Lincoln, Nebraska?
If we were door to door selling in Compton,
I'm not.
Bruh, come on, son.
New York was enough.
New York was enough.
Knocking on random doors in Compton, you're asking for a death wish.
Yeah.
It had its own challenges because we were black and we're selling to these. I mean, there was a lot of money.
Old Italian women, and that's what we were selling.
And they all looked the same too. Like you had the Italian women, olive, dark skin, long black hair, they all had the same look. They didn't like us. Like it was an amazing experience.
Man. It was an amazing experience.
For real.
It was hard, but that's the thing though. Like, if we can do that, you know what I'm saying?
Man, we was wildin', man. We were wildin'. We was wildin'.
You might have been wilding a little bit more than we were.
Because by the time you guys got there, so me and Tyler started to figure some stuff out. And then we started to add products onto, we started to add products on. We started figuring things out. And then by the time you guys got there, they figured out the system. So then you weren't able to do it the way we were doing it. But when we first started.
I remember that. I remember when I very first got there, you were like, "Oh, you can."
Yeah.
But it got nixed real quick. Yeah.
Because when we first started, they thought that when we were in New York, they thought we were cheating the system. Because they were like, there's no way you two are selling like this. Like, because me and Tyler were coming out doing 8 triple plays the first week out, like every day. And they were like, y'all are cheating. Like, you guys are, something is not right here. And they started calling our customers and asking them, hey, did this person, yeah. Did you buy this? Yeah. Like, they were literally QCing
I remember them when they started QCing customers.
Yeah. So it started with me and Tyler because these 2 Delaware dudes came out here and just started killing everybody. That's why they were like, y'all 2 are going to New York. Like we almost got kicked out. Not really kicked out, but they said, oh no, we need you guys in this big market. And then that's why we got moved, because we weren't supposed to go to New York. And then of course when we moved, we said, well, y'all got to come down with us. So then that's how you guys got to New York, because you were supposed to be in Texas, obviously, you know that. So it's just crazy. And if we would have never, I just would have, I don't even know what would happen if we would have never left Texas. If I would have never left and you guys would have came down here, we probably would have never left Texas. I would have been down here all these years.
Yeah, that's interesting. Actually, had we been here selling, we probably would have made it much higher up in the company.
Not necessarily more money, because there was a lot of competition, and I think that New York was once again very special in a lot of the ways that it did things, but we probably would have made it higher in the company because we would have been closer to the managers, the management. So DJ, Kaylin, Bill Rowland, they were all here.
Right.
And we were far away. So management is just saying, well, here's Steven, here's Tyler, here's Mel, here's Chris. They, yada, yada, yada. Okay, they just see numbers. They don't know us.
Right.
But we probably would have made it higher in the actual company if they would have known who we were.
Because we were some of the only copper-colored individuals.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Us
yeah.
and Roy.
Yeah. Roy.
Well, come on, brother.
Remember, was the other black dude? Was his name Alan or something?
Alan, he was always smoked out. You love that dude.
Was he smoked out? He was.
Yeah, Yeah, he was. No, wait, Steve. One of y'all like
Alan.
really liked him.
Sounds familiar.
No, I'm not talking about dudes with Mark. That's Roy.
Oh, Alan, the one with the Maxima. He was kind of like a nerd. He was kind of nerdy. What about him?
Nah, I'm just thinking about it.
Well, he came later.
Yeah.
So I'm just kind of thinking about originally.
Yeah.
You know, the team.
There was only a couple. We had LI too, right? The other team.
But that was a Long Island team, though.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That was
local.
That was a local team.
Yeah.
But that Texas team was vanilla.
Yeah, and even in Texas they were vanilla.
I imagine.
Everyone they sent up was vanilla.
What was his name? The dude, because him and Mark went to Connecticut. Like, I don't know. I want to say it's Ray. I don't know.
Ray? Maybe so.
Mark went to Connecticut?
Marcus Tromboli.
Yeah, I remember him.
Yeah.
He went to Connecticut?
Yeah.
Okay. Were you guys working for him in Connecticut?
No.
With him.
We worked with him. Worked for Mark?
Well, Mark was a manager at one point.
I don't remember that.
Wasn't he?
I don't remember that. We were being managed by this dude. He was a bald head. Skip? Was it Skip?
Skip.
He was always talking about verbiage and
Yeah.
our office was trash.
Oh my God.
That office was so small. It was trash.
Tyler hated me in Pennsylvania. I don't. He didn't hate me, but I just.
He did.
I wasn't a good worker.
You weren't.
I wasn't a good worker. At this point, I'm like, I don't really want to do this, but it's like I don't know what to do. And then I was at this point, I'm like, I'm just working the system. I was not a good.
Right.
But it sucked because it's my boy.
Yeah.
And it's like I gotta keep him, and you know what I mean, like.
Yeah,
I wasn't a good.
He needed you for sure.
Oh yeah, but I wasn't a good employee. And if you we would have. Plus, we also didn't have triple play, so we weren't making a lot of money, which was really difficult. We only had double.
Well, I love when they had those. Only did 3 deals, 1,200. What? Something
Man,
like that.
when you had a double play, you was only getting like $100 a deal, and you had to sell both. But a triple, you can get $200 off the TV itself. Like, I mean, you were getting
300. Was it 300?
Well, no, for all three, you were getting 350, something crazy. Like, and if, but without the TV, it's just like, why are we doing this? You know what I mean?
I mean,
like,
honestly, $100 a day is not bad, but for that kind of work,
I mean, we
bad.
were out there 6 days a week, right? Because we only had off Sunday. We got off Saturday a little early, so we worked until
Saturday, did we?
Yes,
Yes.
absolutely. We worked until like 4 or 5. So we got off a little early on Saturday, and then Saturdays we go back to the house. You weren't 21 yet, so we would start drinking and stuff, and then we go out. So it felt like we didn't really work. But Saturdays we worked. 6 days a week.
Now, Mel, you might not have worked on Saturday.
I was chilling.
You might not have worked on Saturday.
Like, hey man, I got 10 deals. I got $1,000 this week. I'm good.
I'm coming off that White Castle money.
Right. So
I'm just like, shit, 400 a week. I'm good.
Dude, you're good. Like,
That's the thing about it. Like, they did not like that.
No.
Like, you had to go out and grind and hustle. If you got 1 or 2 deals a day, maybe goose a day, they're going to fire you. And it was just like,
it's $1,000.
I mean, they're making the money. Like, what's it really? It's not really that big of a deal. Because if you had a team, let's say you had a team. What was our team? What we have, like 15 people? 20?
We was husky out here.
We was 20
before they split us.
So
husky.
So let's just say we had 20 people. If everybody's pulling 1 to 2 deals a day, you're talking 40-ish deals a day, 6 days a week. I mean, that's fine. Like, but. They had to be the best team. They had to. We had to, you know what I mean? So they put all this pressure, but it was an amazing experience. It helped us tremendously.
Yeah.
More than we could imagine. And prepaid legal, working with Brandon Harris and Rob Coates helped Did you do prepaid legal?
No.
Couldn't get them on it. I know I offered it.
Because I think at that time someone had got me into Primerica.
Oh.
And then I was just like,
Primerica was big back then too.
I'm like, I'm good with this stuff. I didn't understand it. Like, how do you make money off this? Like, what am I supposed? I didn't understand how to make money. I'm just like, if I don't know how to make money, I shouldn't be in this. I shouldn't be doing this.
That's smart. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
We didn't make too much money doing that. It's so crazy. Like what?
There's so many schemes and things out there that people.
Why's it gotta be a scheme?
Legit. Like we were doing legit things.
We were definitely doing legit stuff.
I mean, I'm not saying that. We were doing legit stuff, but we had LeBron on our team.
I mean,
all I'm saying.
That has nothing to do with the customers
and the business model.
I didn't know the business is not.
We was making sure we got our money.
We got our money
because they were playing us. You know what I mean? You remember? Okay, Mel. I don't know. You should have been involved in this, but they were taking money out of our paychecks. Mm-hmm. Remember when we would get that T-shirt fee or? Like I don't know if you
it was a fee for processing the checks,
right? And then there was they were hitting us for not a uniform fee. It was Husky too. It was every week
$13 or something.
It was something. But it's like wait, we're not getting a uniform,
right?
And then, but they later sued the company. You should have been involved in this. You didn't. Well, they later sued the company. Somebody sued the company years later.
Someone from New York, right?
From New York.
Yeah.
Years later, sued the company and said, y'all were cheating us out of money.
Yeah.
And then I got a check. I don't know how they found me, whatever. They said, you're involved in a lawsuit, da-da-da-da. You're going to be looking at money. We've already calculated everything based on the time that you worked here, this, and that. I said, okay, cool. Like, literally had no idea. I'm thinking it's going to be a couple $100s. I got like $5,000.
Oh, you got a lot.
I got a huge check.
I didn't get that much.
Tyler got a big check too.
Tyler got a big check.
Because we were there the whole time.
Yeah.
So I took that money and I drank it. Straight up. Like, seriously. Like, this is when I was...
liquor?
Oh, my God.
Oh, man.
I was living in New York, or in Pennsylvania. Like, I was partying. I drank all of that money. Literally. Over time. What I should have done at the time, I should have paid my car off. That's what I should have done. A whole different conversation. But you live and you learn.
Man.
Yeah. So, yep. Class action lawsuit, baby. Every once in a while.
Well, I guess you live and learn. We'll put a bow in that conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Subscribe, like, follow, ask some questions, and we will see you beautiful.
Do you like black licorice?
Yeah.
Yeah. I forgot all about that.
I didn't.
But thank you all for watching and listening. Peace and love. Take care.